Hi everyone, it's been a while. Jerry's here with me, and yeah, we're gonna do a life update and just a day of reset my mind, reset my nervous system. I'm already about to tear up, so this is gonna be an interesting video. I want to thank those of you that have reached out to me and said, hey, you haven't posted in a while. That meant a lot. That meant a lot to me. I have immediate family that haven't even done that. And I guess in times of tragedy and chaos and emergencies, you see people's true colors. So those of you that have reached out, thank you. That meant a lot. All right, so I think my last post was that I was going to post a video on me writing, plotting a book, and that did not go well. I went down a rabbit hole on that one. I am not a plotter. I'm a pantser, 100%, and I think it put me in a writing slump. So that was just before I was going to go away. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Danny. I have gone through a lot in the last couple years. My dad's passed away. My mom broke both her legs. I'm her primary caregiver now, so we got her healed and restored, and she was doing so well, and she's 80, and she said, you know, I really want to go to Mexico. And I'm like, you know what, Mom? Let's do it. You're doing so well. And so we booked our trip, and we were so excited, and we were going to try new food and go to the Mayan ruins, and we had so many plans. So we get to this resort, and it's beautiful. We have a walkout swimming pool just for us. It was a gorgeous room, but the floors were marble, and there was no texture, so it was just like glass. And we kept saying, wow, these floors are really, really slippery. So we flew in on the Friday, and didn't really do anything because we were tired, so I think we had an early dinner, went to bed. That was it. So Saturday we got up, we went for breakfast, we went for a walk, saw the beach, talked to some really great people, and went back to the room, put our bathing suits on. We were going to get into the pool. And I remember walking out of the room saying, Mom, these floors are really slippery. You got to be really careful. And I had just sat down and I heard her scream. And Mom had slipped on these floors. And she went down. She said her back and her knee hurt. I flagged the lifeguard. And the lifeguard came and assessed her. Said they didn't think anything was broken. That they think she just pulled something in her knee and that it would be a couple days of rest. So, long story short, that was our second day of vacation, and Mom stayed the rest of the vacation in bed. And you go into crisis mode, and I'm like, Mom, do you think we should go home? She's like, no, I just pulled something. It should be fine. And I kept assessing with her. We called a doctor. The doctor said, I don't think there's anything really broken, and she just needs rest. So she was adamant she did not want to go home, and I'm like, okay. So by the time it was, and then I'm reaching out to the airlines and being like, I need support, and the hotel. And the hotel is saying, well, no, we can't give you a wheelchair. We can't give you a bath chair. Anyhow, so last Friday, we put her in a wheelchair. We got her into a bus to get to the airport, and they had to transfer her to a special wheelchair that goes in between the seats. We got her home, and I wouldn't have been able to get her into her house, so we Ubered up to my house, which is a bungalow. The next day I called an ambulance, and an ambulance took her to the hospital closest to me, which is a really good hospital. And unfortunately she did have a small fracture in her back and in her leg. So the next couple days was, we're going to go for surgery. No, we're not going for surgery. We're going for surgery. We're not going for surgery. So those days were now a blur, but they were really, you know, you're just in that like in charge, because once again, close family members that should have been there to support were not. And so they decided they're not going to do surgery. Great. And so mom was comfortable in this hospital, and they have great food. It's right beside a school, so they have like students that come and help, and it's a great hospital. And so yesterday I went in to see her, and my son and I brought her flowers, and we're sitting there talked to the nurse. I said, you know what, thank you so much for taking such good care of my mom. You know, you're doing a great job. And then we got in the car, and I was almost home, and my mom phoned me, and she said, they're moving me to another hospital. And I said, what are you talking about? And she goes, I don't know. They just said they're sending me to this other hospital, and this hospital's far away from me. And so I phoned the nursing desk, and I was like, what is happening? And so anyways, by the time I turned around and tried to get back to that hospital, they had already put her in an ambulance and was moving her. So that is what has been going on. She's doing okay. She's going to be fine. But the last couple weeks have been hard. Like I said, I haven't had the support, and I've just had to be, as I said, primary caregiver, but like making sure that everything is that she's safe, that everything is okay. And so now today I'm like, I need to take a rest. It's a freezing rain outside. The windows are covered with ice. I'll show you after. It's not a safe day for me to drive. So I'm taking a day of just rest and reset, and trying to reset my nervous system. I have not been sleeping. I have not been sleeping because I'm just waiting for a phone call. I'm waiting for the next ball to drop. And I think I just need to get everything off my chest, and that's what this video is. Thank you for watching. Just to process what has actually happened, and that everything is okay, that everything's going to be okay. And mom is okay. So anywho, let's pick this video up a little bit. So today is going to be a me day, a reset day. I'm just going to try to calm my nervous system, try to calm my brain, try to get stuff off my brain, because you know when you're in that, I don't know what it is, like it's that post-trauma, I guess it would be. Your brain just isn't a reel, and you're like, okay, I need to stop, and it just keeps going, right? So today I'm going to try to sort myself out. So anywho, I am very thankful that mom is okay, and I'm very thankful that I got her back to Canada, and she, you know, it's gonna be okay. Right, Jerry? I'm very thankful for Jerry. He's been a very good, kind animal to me. Hey, listen to mama. Anyways. So, let's get this day started. I don't know if you can see, but the window's just covered in ice. That's my hot tent that my son was going to sleep in last night, and with his friends, and I think they ended up sleeping in the outbuilding because I think it was a little too cold. Okay, so now you know my story. I have the birds right beside me. That's probably not the best idea, but this is okay. So now you know my story. What I'm going to do is just take an easy day, and you're going to come along with me. It's going to be calm. It's going to be therapeutic. And so to start, I am going to put my story in my journal. This journal is from Archer and Olive, and I used to subscribe to their monthly or seasonally box. Season box? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this story off. I've told you, and now I'm going to write it down in this book so that hopefully my brain stops sending it in a loop. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to do a gratitude journal and just try to change my mindset from why did this happen? What's going to happen next to what I have right now and what I'm grateful for. So let's get that started. So I just wrote everything down in here, and honestly, I think I feel a little bit better just to get it off my chest, to tell my story, to just get it off my brain onto paper, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna do my gratitude, and what I do is, this is a happy planner. I haven't opened this in a long time, and we are March. I don't even know what day we are right now, honestly. Is this Friday? I think it's March 20th. Oh, spring begins today. Happy spring. So in this book, I got this from Amazon, and I add these pages to this book, and on the back, you can do notes, and that's where I do my gratitude journal. So I am just going to put this in here. Seriously, all of March, I have not done anything for this, but I'm going to, I do have a conference call at 1:30 today, so I'm just going to write that in because honestly, I'm going to forget. So there's a call at 1:30, and then I think that's all I have today, but I am going to put that I am doing my YouTube video and say I started that at 10 o'clock. So YouTube, and yeah, that's it. That's all I have to do. I have to figure out something for dinner tonight. I think I might be just down to me and Alex, so it's going to be something very simple. I'm not going to go get groceries because it is freezing rain, and you can hear the rain hitting the windows, so it's just kind of like a cozy, restful day, and that's exactly what I needed. So, like I said, I'm going to just fill this whole page with things that I'm grateful for. Okay, I think that actually helped. I think my sadness meter, or happiness meter, I should say, is like growing a little bit more. All right, next on our agenda is, somebody told me that if you put your face in ice water, it helps reset your nervous system, because I guess your body is just so shocked, it like shocks your brain. I'm not a doctor, don't quote me on this, but this is what we're gonna do. So right now I have a nice bowl of ice water, and I started off the year with a polar plunge in Lake Ontario. That was not very enjoyable. So this is probably not going to be as bad than dumping your whole body in ice water. But yeah, so, okay, I'm going to put my hair back. I honestly just put a little bit of makeup on before I started this video, and that's probably going to go to the waist side, but that's okay. It's all in the name of health. So, all right. How long should you have your face in the ice water? I don't know. You can't breathe, so just a couple seconds, I assume. Okay. Let's do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't want to do it. Okay. I don't know how many times you're supposed to do it. Are you supposed to do it more than once? All right, let's do it 3 times just to make sure that it sets. All right. And honestly, when you first get it in there, you can feel your body panic. Whew, you know, that shock. But then it's okay. Okay, ready? That's 2. I'm just counting to 10 while I'm in there. Okay, ready? Last time. Honestly, the 3rd time was the worst. So maybe you shouldn't do it 3 times. Well, I definitely feel awake now. And that moves us on to our next, I shouldn't say challenge of the day, because this is supposed to be a calming reset video. So moving on to our next step. Okay, that's not a flattering angle, but you know what? This is what we got to work with. So my next step is we're gonna move our body. And I find when I move my body, it's almost like therapy for me. And I come up with great ideas, or I just process things. And I heard, I don't know where I heard it, was that you release women hold stress in their hips, and you release your stress and tension if you move your body. Once again, not a doctor, but I find it works for me. So if you're going through a tough time, go for a walk. Outside would be great, but ice storm and walking, not so good. So I'm gonna get on the treadmill. My Garmin says that I should do a 9:55 pace, which I think is just like a really fast walk. I am training for a half marathon, but I don't think I'm actually in the training yet. I think that might start next week, because my watch has it. I thought it started this week, but my watch doesn't have me doing anything crazy, so that's good. I did try to get into the Disney full marathon, and I was in queue for I think an hour and 15, and then everything sold out. And that was gonna be my first marathon, so I was a little disappointed, because I would really love my first marathon to be Disney, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. All right, let's get moving. Okay, so I don't even know how much I did on the treadmill, 45 minutes on the treadmill. And it was going really great. I was watching YouTube, just like, you know, easy stuff to watch, and just enjoying my time. And then again, another ball dropped. So I've just dealt with that. I had to deal with both hospitals, but I think if I hadn't done what I started to do this morning and started the day off, this door keeps opening. Started off the day with my gratitude, my journaling, my face clench. I think it would have hit me a lot harder than what has happened. So I've taken care of things, and I am now just gonna sit in my library, because I find my library, it's a bit of a mess right now actually, but we're not gonna worry about that. I find my library brings me peace. It's a very calm place. It brings me happiness to be surrounded by my books. I was sent by the publisher The Wolf's Queen Curse by Kaylee Archer, The Ark. It comes out in September. I read the first book and absolutely loved it. And when they sent me this, I was actually by my mom's bedside in the hospital, and it was a really tough day. And when I received this, it was like, oh, I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I was so excited, and it brought me joy. So anyways, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read this book. I don't even know what time it is, but I think I have about 2 hours before this conference call that I need to get on. So, yeah, it's 11:45. So I'm gonna sit here and read this book. I've poured myself a chamomile tea. I was gonna pour myself a coffee, and then I was like, dude, you don't need caffeine right now. You need to calm down. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's read. Hi. That's Lola. Okay, so I've honestly been on and off the phone with the hospital probably 6 times today. So with each telephone call, we do resolve something or get some answers for some questions. So you know what? It's not stressing me out. I'm actually pretty okay, I think. I had some hot dogs for lunch. Not the healthiest lunch, but I was like, I don't know about you, but when I'm upset, I crave sugar and junk food. And I have no sugar in this house. So I had a hot dog. So that was yummy. Anyways, I forgot to tell you what this book is about. So the first book of this, it's by Kaylee Archer and is Witch of the Wolves. And I gave it a 4-star, and it's about this. She is a witch. She is kidnapped by the wolves. And then she finds out her dad is the head of this, I guess, are they Lycan? This wolf pack. And it goes from there. It was a really good book, the first book. So when they sent me, I got this email saying that they sent me this other book, I was really excited. As I said, I keep getting interrupted. So I am, let's see, waking up my Kindle. My Kindle's been really slow lately. 22%. So in chapter 10, it's really good. And I don't want to tell you anything about the second book because you got to read the first book. But there's some spice. There's a love story. There is action. It takes place in Victorian times. So it's like, you know, the dresses and the way they talk and the, you know, the author has done a really good time bringing you back in time. So yeah, I really like it. So I'm just going to sit here with Lola. She's snoring behind me. And I'm really craving a coffee, but I'm like, let's see if I can calm down a little bit more before I have a coffee. So anyways, chapter 10. Let's go. Hey, all right, so it's the end of the day. I think it's only 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, and I've curled up into bed. I've changed my sheets to these tropical sheets just to bring myself a little joy and a little color in this March madness of gray. So yeah, I have no idea if I'll even post this video. But, you know, I think it was therapeutic. I spent the day just trying to calm myself, process what has happened, and just reset my brain and reset my body and my thoughts. I ended up having a hot tub tonight because I went to go have a bath and my hot water heater, I guess it wasn't working. So it was cold. So I think I fixed it. We'll see. Lola is yelling at me because I'm not petting her. And yeah, so I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to read for a little bit. I was going to do a meditation. I was like, I don't even feel like it. And so that's probably when you should really do a meditation, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to read my book. It's really good. It's about werewolves and witches. So, you know, take you out of reality. So yeah, good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I'll see you in the next video.